What is going on? It's DefWin 365 and this is a Newcastle career mode. Now this is the first episode and my aim is to change Newcastle from the team they are, from a low Premier League team to the top team in the Premier League, the top team in England, the top team in the world. I think we can do that because really they have got some good players and they've got a decent budget, and I think that we can change them completely. This will be a YouTube series that will be going through my channel this entire year basically until FIFA 17 comes out. Now my first aims to do is to look at the team we've got, see what we need to do and try and do good in the tournament. We're going to try and see some shortlisted players. I am definitely looking for a centre back, and if you can see it, they advise it. So first thing I want to ask you guys in the comments below, this is actually, if you can see, this is not a live recorded audio, but if you want me to do that, I am more than happy to. So we picked the most expensive tournament, if you can see, because obviously you want to get the most money from it, and hopefully we can do it. So on the office, in the European National Cup, they do not care. Our domestic cup objective is to get to the round of 16. They want us to look for a centre back, and our league objective is to qualify for Europa League. That is decent way enough, and this is our squad. We've got Tim Krul as one of our best goalkeepers and probably will stay there for the next year. We've got some decent players, but there's a lot of weak links. I'm not sure if the striker position is going to be that good, because Mitrovic is a very big striker and I'm not very good with big strikers on FIFA. So there is an Jose Perez and Vukovic that could be a good call, but we're going to try out them out. So we got Marvex, and he was on his last year, so I decided to sign it for one more year. So if you can see, I have got a lot of young players I'm going to start loaning out on loan, and hopefully they can get game time at the other clubs that they go on loan to, because they're not going to get game time at Newcastle right now, and maybe when they go up in these stats they can maybe get some game time. Most of them will probably not, but maybe some can get into some cup games if they get to this high 60s, and maybe, you never know, maybe some of them can breach the starting 11. And last of sales, I did go on the 1 year loan, because maybe, just maybe he can go to a 70 when he's on loan, and if he comes to a 70 he is probably good enough to get into cup games in our team. So if you can see, there's our short lists for the season, and hopefully we can get some of these centre backs because they're very important. And you can see our first game is against SL Benfica from Portugal, and hopefully that Newcastle can win this, because this is not an easy game. They used to have very good players and they still have some pretty good players. Gaitan is definitely a threat in their team, but that is the starting 11, and the subs I have done are our player debuts are Ronaldo and Mbemba. One costed £18.5 million and another one cost £9 million. So come on, Ronaldo gets dropped straight here. In my opinion, should be in a red, and it was pretty dirty. Benfica were very dirty this game, and if you can see, their player was booked a yellow card for it. Now we had Jack Holback taking the free kick. I didn't decide to look, I just was like, you know what, let's take it quick, and I thought it was online, you know what I mean, you quickly want to take it, but it was a shit free kick anyway. Look at that, terrible from me. So basically, after that we got a throw in. I got the throw to Tiote. Tiote had a good touch, passes to Sissoko. Sissoko gets past their left back, and then see their centre back drops us, and it's definitely a penalty, and I could agree, it deserved to be a sending off. They tried to moan, but no chance. That was definitely a red card for Lisandro Lopez. That, let's be honest, that was a red. So can we score our first goal of the series, and first goal as main manager of Newcastle? Sissoko against Lopez, and Sissoko wins, and it's a wonderful penalty from him. And let's be honest, that is a great penalty from a great player, one of Newcastle's best players, and one of the only reasons they're probably having even a chance in the Premier League right now. At halftime I put Jose Perez, Lacaleza, or whatever, how you say his name, I need to learn how to say his name. So they two have went on, and now let's see, they pass the ball pretty well here. If you can see, I've opened the defence up and Tim Krul can't get a touch on it, and they equalise from bad defending from me. Terrible defending. I kick it out, hits off their player. Their player does a super header and there's a volley that no one could save that. No goalkeeper, not even Manuel Neuer could save that. If they save that, that would be the best saves of all time. From Matronglu, I think, for Benfica. But that pretty much put the game to bed. It was a tight game. Well, it was a good kick, but it hit off their player. Super header, and Matronglu with a wonderful volley. If you can see, I think it was Lacazette trying to get a touch on the ball, and then Tim Krul trying to get a hand to it, but no chance for our goalkeeper, the Netherlands international. If you can see, we kind of dominated, but they did dominate in possession, and we done quite well. And now, if you can see, Matrongo was the one that scored it. I made sure to check. I'm trying to go in for Jamie Vardy, the world record breaker, I must say. No, who needs Van Nistelrooy? We've got Jamie Vardy. Okay, so if you can see, we're versing Moscow now. Not Damakev Moscow, the other one. So we try to get on before that for Concovo. I put a bid of £6 million because that's a good price for a young centre back, has a good rating, and can obviously get in our starting 11 right now. Very strong and very agile. Welcome or not, Tiv Moscow. Jesus Christ, man, I'll give someone 10k if they can say that name correctly. Okay, so if you can see, they have a good crossing, and I really hated this game. Good header, good save, rebound straight away. That's when I knew the game was going to be bullshit for me, because they were absolutely dominating me. I throw it out, back throwing, didn't get to my centre attacking mid. I think it's Sissoko. Vallian tries to get the ball, very unlucky. Passes the ball here, good touch, good shot, great save by Tim Krul. Tim Krul was playing pretty well this game, and honestly, I am keeping him because we're not going to have a chance in the Premier League. Good crossing, and look at this. This is just the most bullshit goal. I really hate it. It bounces everywhere. Hits all my players, lands to him, Tim Krul has no chance, and 2-0. I was mad. I changed formation, 3 up front, 1 cam, and I decided to go and do 3 substitutions. Colaccini would go off and Perez would go off. I decided to put Cisse on, and also I decided to put De Jong on, as well as Lacazette from the last game. So if you can see, it just got worse. From a good crossing, a wonderful header, Tim Krul trying to get a touch to it, no chance. And then we're 3-0, and I was actually really mad this game, and it just showed that you need to have a couple of games after you haven't played for 3 months before playing career mode, and they absolutely smashed me. We've got a transfer offer for Lacazette, and he's going to Bradford City for this season, and hopefully he can get some game time there, because hopefully we need him to get to level to 70 rated basically. If you can see, we cannot go any further in the tournament, and I am aiming to start getting better at that, because we need to get better. And if you can see, we simmed and lost 2-1, so we need to get better for the Premier League. But I got one good thing for us, is we skip a few days, we do sign the record breaker, the world record breaker, Jamie Vardy, 71 rated. Hopefully he can solve our goal scoring problems in the first couple games, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Leave a like and peace.